You don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. And right now, you are tolerating a lot of things that do not belong in your life. You already know who you're becoming. You already feel who you are being. You can feel the trajectory. You've known it for a while. You see her, you feel her. You can describe the life that you desire in every single detail. So, why does your daily life not look like that yet? Why do you keep hitting this wall? Because you keep tolerating. That's the thing. It's toleration. And even myself, I'm working through something and I'm tolerating it. And I'm consistently tolerating it. And today we're going to talk about the why and what it's actually costing you. So let's go with this tolerance list and let's get specific with it. You are tolerating conversations that drain you, people that absorb all your energy, the friend that calls you every 2 weeks with the same problem that she's been working through for 4 years. The family dinner where everyone's talking about economy or politics or how to survive in this world. And you are building an empire. You are building an identity in your head, but you just smile and nod. You're tolerating rooms that are too small for you, groups where you are the smartest person there, the networking event where you feel more alone than when you arrived, and the group chat that just hasn't matched your frequency in 2 years. Oh my God, I hate group chats. I have a few that I like, but for the most part, I don't like a lot of them, and I leave. I'm like, this doesn't serve me. I don't have time to keep up with this chat. If you want to connect, you can call me or you can text message me separately, privately. The thing is, you're tolerating your own silence. You have goals that are so big that would make other people uncomfortable that you don't want to make them uncomfortable, so you're tolerating that. You've learned to keep things inside and not say them out loud in case somebody that cannot hold at scale at what you're desiring. You are tolerating a standard of living, thinking, being, feeling that belongs to a version of you that expired a long time ago. And every single day you are teaching your nervous system that this is the ceiling. And then you get frustrated and it's just this vicious cycle. So the real cost of tolerating things that you shouldn't be tolerating. Here's what actually tolerance looks like for women like you. It doesn't look like settling. From the outside, your life looks incredible. It looks fulfilled. You've built something. You achieved something great, and people look at you like, wow, she's got it all. She has it all figured out. The cost is invisible, and it's inside you. Every time you run down your ambition to fit the room, a piece of your self-trust breaks. Every time you perform, every time you even perform gratitude, anytime you feel like you feel too small, it feels too tight, and your body tightens, is usually a sign. And after a few months, a few years, what happens is you stop trusting your own desires. That's the key. You stop trusting yourself because you keep telling yourself it's too much, it's at the edge, it's too expansive. People are going to think something of it. I don't have the capacity for it because others don't. It is the most sophisticated form of self-betrayal out there. Oof, that's a big one. It looks like you're being good, you're being grateful, you're being humble, you're being a good girl, but underneath it all, you are abandoning yourself and you're abandoning the woman you're supposed to become. So why do you keep tolerating it? You're brilliant, you're smart, you're gorgeous. Where does this tolerance come from? Like I said in another video, identity is social. You don't just decide who you become in your head, you become the person in the environments that you're in the rooms that you're in the settings that you're in the friendships you're in the relationships that you're in, around people. And when rooms of people are expecting the version of you 3 years ago, you can't grow. Perhaps your family expects a certain version of you. Your partner, this is actually was a big one for me and my husband. We had to learn to love each other in every evolution, in every phase. Like even your business expects a certain version of you, like a locked in version of you. So you perform the old identity. I hate when that happens because I actually did that recently where I performed my old identity when if I had just stayed solid and grounded and rooted in what I was doing, I don't think this situation would have spiraled if I had been my confident, radiant self versus like, hey, just so you know, this isn't really working for me. And I was tiptoeing around it, and then boom, I get hit with harshness, aggressiveness, sort of thing. You tolerate the old conversations, the old standards, because people can't actually metabolize that you are scaling and you are becoming a different person. The real ones, the true ones, will love you in every version that you're in. And here's the part that might sting a little bit. You're not staying small because you're weak. You're staying small because you're kind. Because you don't want anyone to feel left behind. You don't want to abandon people. The idea of outgrowing people that you love feels like a betrayal. So instead, you betray yourself quietly and over again, and you call it peace. The first thing that happens when a woman rises her standards, she stops apologizing. She stops engaging in conversations that drain her. She lets it go. The room was too small, she walks out. She opts out. She unsubscribes. The goal she's been desiring, she says it with full volume. And nothing explodes. This is the thing that people don't tell you or warn you about. The world doesn't collapse when you raise your standards. The people who are meant to stay, stay, and the people who are meant to go, go. The rest were never holding you. They were actually holding you back. The second thing is her decisions get faster because she's built that self-trust, because she's surrounded with women who operate at the same speed as her. Women who hear her audacious thing and they just nod. They're like, yeah, girl, I get it. I understand it. Her self-trust is locked in. Her boundaries are natural. Her standards, her identity stops being something that she has to work towards, and it's something that she embodies every day, and she lives from it. That's what happens when the room matches the woman, when it matches the energy. Have you ever heard of the energetic match? That's like a form of energetic match. The tolerance drops, and everything she already knew she was finally has space to breathe. So let me ask you, what are you still tolerating from an identity that's already gone? Like, what's the old thing you're still tolerating? What conversations, what rooms, what standards, what silence, what people? The only thing between you and her is everything you keep agreeing. So stop tolerating and start becoming. Raise those standards, get clear, and when you stop editing yourself and start being held at the level you've been carrying alone, you feel so much freedom, so much expansion. So feel that. Thank you so much for joining me. And this was a good one. This was a good one on toleration. Put me an X emoji if you got to the end on what are you not tolerating anymore? And what's the new standard? Love you. Bye.